My name is Anastasia, and I chose to play The Stronger by August Strindberg. And I chose this play because I wanted to highlight the dynamic between the characters. It gave me the biggest impact and meaning behind the change that I wanted to make. And the change that I made is the time period. I made it into the modern era, so now it is all present tense, going on, right now, 2020-ish, 2000s, we'll say. So as I changed the time period, I realized there were a lot of things that changed, but the first thing that I want to talk about is the dialect and how people are talking and how the receiver is taking what she's saying, like what's being communicated and picked up. So in line 44 through 48, Miss X is talking about the presents that she got for her family, more specifically her husband. So she holds up a pair of embroidered slippers and she says, "These are for my better half. I embroidered them myself. I can't bear tulips, but he wants tulips on everything." Miss Y looks up ironically and curiously. So I feel like, first of all, what would change would be Mrs. X and what she's saying and how she's saying it. So I kind of envision her saying, "Hey, I got these slippers and got them custom made or customized myself. I probably shipped them on Prime, or I got them for a deal," or something like that, thinking, I think that he will really like these slippers. And I feel like when Miss Y looks up, that's going to be kind of a hint for her, because I feel like in the modern era, people are a little bit more sensitive. They're more open with their facial expressions, but I feel like people are also more sensitive when they pick up their tone and their body language and the type of words and what they're saying. So I feel like when Miss Y is looking at curiously and ironically, I feel like Miss X would have kind of noticed her and maybe connected the dots, saying, "Hey, Miss Y likes tulips, and this seems like a new thing my husband just picked up on." So maybe she would have realized the relationship between the two a little bit quicker. So in line 69 through 74, Miss X starts to talk about how women are crazy about her husband. And I kind of think this was maybe more of a hint, kind of like a shot, like maybe, "Hey, are you crazy about my husband?" Kind of a hint towards Miss Y talking about what she is talking about. And so she's saying that she thinks that the women that are crazy about him are trying to, get with him or get close to him because he can get them a job in the theater because he works in government. And the way that she's saying this, it's kind of like she thinks that those women are crazy. And she also explains, she's like, I never trust Miss Y. From the beginning, I always had a sort of feeling about her. I always felt like Miss Y had a grudge against her husband. And I feel like that might have been kind of a hint as well. And so this kind of makes sense because in the modern time, women more specifically, are very sensitive and protective over the attention their partners get. And I feel like that now more than ever, maybe she would have had that conversation with her, or had that conversation with her husband, and would have talked about Miss Y. And I feel like now that if that had happened in modern times, they probably would have excommunicated her a long time ago. They probably would not be friends at all, because of that relationship, because of the dynamic between Bob, the husband, and Miss Y. And I feel like that whole conversation would have helped a lot of things go very smoother. Yep, and that's the change I would make. Time period. Have a great year.